Hey guys, welcome to Monday Night Training. I'm Beckie Farrant. Happy Memorial Day. It is Monday, May 28th, and let's see if that's May 28th. And today I'm focusing on how to stay engaged in the summer. I don't know about you, but my kids are out of school and summer has started for us. The weather is nice. And I know when the weather is nice and the sun is out and there's barbecues and swimming and vacations, I don't want to work. So I want to frame your summer for you and help you to think through how to be successful this summer. Summer is a different time in doTERRA. So we talk about different seasons of your business. Is this the spring? Is this the winter where it's dry and kind of hard? Is it the summer where it's vibrant and exciting? Is it the fall where you're planting and kind of getting ready to for the winter? Or is it spring where you're seeing the abundance of flowers and things like that? There's always different seasons of your business. And I will say the summer in doTERRA is kind of like winter, where things are kind of dead and people aren't using oils as much. Obviously, people are getting outside, so they're getting that vitamin D and they're not getting as sick as often. And so how do we continue to build a business with doTERRA? So that's what we're going to focus on today. So the first thing I want to encourage you, I'm going to give you like 7 things. So number 1 is to stay engaged, okay? There is no such thing in this business as I'm just gonna stay in the same place. I'm gonna take the summer off and I'm just gonna stay in the same place. So I'm a solid elite and I'm just gonna take the summer off. Don't expect that in the fall you're gonna be a solid elite. You're going to lose momentum. It's just the nature of this business. You're either moving forward or you're moving backwards. It's just the truth. I hate to break it to you because I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's not what I wanna hear, but you're either moving forward or you're moving backward. In this business, especially in some of those lower ranks. Maybe when you are a presidential diamond and you've been there for a few years, maybe then you don't have to push as much. But I want to just encourage you to stay engaged. Now, staying engaged might look different for you as it does for me. It might look the same. It might look different for you. But I just want to give you some tips that I think will be helpful. But I just want you, number 1, to stay engaged. And so what that looks like for you is going to be different, but I'm going to give you some tips on how to do that. Okay, so number 2, which is going to sound like that I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, number 2 is to step back and take time off, okay? So here's the truth. None of you guys started this business so that you could work 80 hours a week or work your booty off, okay? A lot of you guys, including myself, were completely enthralled by this business and the thought of time freedom. So I don't want to spend my summer working my butt off as much as I do in the fall because I want to take some time off. So I want you to take appropriate time off. I want you to enjoy those barbecues and those family vacations and those family reunions or the lake or whatever you might do in the summer. I want you to enjoy those moments, okay? So step back a little bit, and I'm giving you permission to take some time off. Don't take all the time off, but take some time off. I want you to feel refreshed and rested. And that's part of your summer. Part of your job this summer, being a wellness advocate, is to take a step back and take time for you, okay? So that leads me into number 3, which is personal growth. I probably talk about personal growth every single time I do a Monday night training because I'm passionate about it. And, I always tell people the greatest thing about this business is not the money, it is who you become in the process, which I know sounds super cliche, especially as you're sitting here knowing how much I probably make. It's true. The person that I am and the strength of character and the leadership abilities that I've gained far outweigh the money, because those are the things that are going to last me my lifetime and give me other opportunities. So personal growth, you're going to be spending some time maybe with the kids at the pool, or maybe just kind of relaxing, or you're gonna have later nights because you're gonna have more daylight. So use some of that time for personal growth. And so what I would encourage you to do, bare minimum, is June, July, August, pick 3 books that you want to read this summer that are specifically focused on doTERRA, okay? I love GoPro, I love Beach Money, I love Richard Bliss Broke The 4-Year Career. I love those books. Those are the first 3 books that I always encourage people to read. So if you haven't read those are going to be your top books to read. If you need more, I can give you lots of different things, or you can reach out to anyone on the team who's been doing it for a while. There's tons of personal growth books that you can be focusing on. But pick a book each month. And I know that a lot of you guys love podcasts, and that's awesome too. But I really want you to focus on 3 books in an area that you need to grow in. If you're really struggling with recruiting, look up books on recruiting. If you're struggling with, being a leader, then look up leadership books. There's all sorts of things. If you're looking to build your mindset in this type of business, then pick up one like Rock Your Network Marketing Career, or Get Over Your Damn Self, or one of those network marketing specific books. Okay. So personal growth, I want that to be a focus of the summer. That's part of your job, is going to be personal growth. So that's number 3. Number 4 is your long-term vision. Okay. I want you to focus on your long-term vision and to focus on your why. If you scroll back to some of the previous Monday night trainings in the YouTube channel, you'll see one that Jenny did on your why. I just want you to get really clear with your why. And I like to always say, I say this all the time to my team, put on your long-term vision goggles, because the summer feels painful. It feels tough because people are super busy in the summer. So it's going to be harder to get people to classes. You're going to have to get more creative. You're going to have to do different things. So I want you to make sure that you have your long-term vision goggles on and realize this is a 3-month period of time, and that the fall is the best time to rank up. I will be honest and tell you that the best time to rank up is your time to rank up. But I will say the summer is harder. We do have a BOGO most likely in July, but the summer is harder simply because people aren't as engaged, and retail overall is down. It's not just doTERRA, but retail overall. So keep those long-term vision goggles on and just hang on tight and realize that the summer is our winter. It's a harder season. And if you know that going in, then you're not going to be disappointed and want to quit. Okay. So that is number 4. Number 5 is going to be to reframe your goals. A lot of us, all of our goals seem to be around rank advancement and things like that. I want to reframe your goals for you. And so I don't know if that looks like, how you can stay engaged is like maybe connecting with, 4 new people a week, or, giving out 10 samples, each week, or something different. You're probably not going to be able to bust out 10 classes in a month. If you can, and you're like a teacher and this is like your time to like go for it, and your teacher friends are all available, that's awesome. But just knowing how busy the summers are for most people, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. So reframe your goals. So maybe for you, that is simply, I want to maintain a leader. I want to maintain Premier. I want to set myself up really well for the fall. Maybe that's, I want to get all my wellness consults done that I haven't gotten done in the winter months because I was so busy building the business. Or maybe for you, it is, just setting your goals every week and just staying focused on setting goals. But if you reframe it a little bit, where this is not going to be the best time to rank up, I'm not saying that you won't, but it is notoriously more difficult. More people rank up in doTERRA in the winter months and the fall months than they do in the summer months. So I just want you to reframe your goals. And this is not going to be a season like you've been in before. So if you're newer to doTERRA, like you haven't been through a full year cycle, I'm just trying to prepare you for what it looks like. And if you reframe your goals to be tangible things that you can win at, you're going to feel better about yourself. Okay. So that was number 5. Number 6 is taking care of customers and building depth. The summer is a great time to focus on some continuing education classes. Maybe you've never taught an emotional class. Maybe you teach emotional class. Maybe you can, do a hormones and health or a cleaning class, or maybe you can do, I like never tell you ever to veer away from the natural solutions class. I am 100% convinced that is the way to get new customers in. But taking care of customers through continuing education and doing some other classes, maybe just once a month. So try and plan 3 classes that you can do that you feel like you can speak genuinely on. Maybe for you, it's the lifelong vitality and supplements. Maybe for you, it's, allergies. I don't know what it could be, because there are people that, have fallout allergies as well. So just taking care of customers by building depth. Maybe you even do like a customer appreciation event. I did that I think I did it in March, where you just, provide little freebies, maybe have little recipe cards, maybe people make a roller ball and you just pay for it, or maybe there's a charge for it, but just a way for you to connect with your customers. So the summer is a great time to build depth and help those people get on LRP. And every single class that you do that is a continuing education class, there should be a portion where you talk about the LRP and how amazing the loyalty rewards program is. Okay, so that's the next one. I think I'm on number 6 now, is summer uses. Okay, do some research on the uses of essential oils during the summer, okay? It doesn't, obviously, a lot of people aren't getting sick and things like that, but like making a spray bottle of lavender and peppermint with water in it and shaking it up and spraying it on your sunburn, it provides cooling. It also provides, soothing with the lavender, or maybe it's some cornstarch with lavender in it for, getting sand off of you from the beach. Like there's lots of different ways that you can use essential oils in the summer. So I want you to personally take some time, and we can share them if you want to share them on this, in this thread or on Facebook or whatever, just different ways that you can use the oils in the summer. And then educate, again, we talked about building depth with your customers, educate your customers on all of the ways that they can use the oils in the summer. Okay, that's another one. The next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think this is the last one, number 7 maybe, is make and takes. Again, I'm not a super fan of make and takes, okay? I know a lot of you guys are, but I think during the summer is a great time to engage people in a different way. And the truth is, there are going to be people that will only come to make and takes. Like you're going to offer a one-on-one class and they're not interested. And the minute that you do a make and take class, all of a sudden people are like, oh my goodness, she's doing a make and take, I want to go. But here's some specific things about make and takes is I always do a charge for them. So I prefer to do 5 ml bottles, and it's $5 per roller ball. This is a great way too, for those of you guys who are just in the business, just starting the business, to make back some of your money back for your LRP and things like that. Because I'll make $200, $300 if I have a group over in rollerballs. This is a great way of sampling people, because then you're not providing the samples for them. They're sampling themselves. But here's the caveat with make and takes. Number 1 is it takes a ton of follow-up. So follow-up is your jam. You're going to love make and takes. But realize if people have bought 5 rollerballs, they're going to feel like, oh my gosh, like I've got so many oils to use now. This is so great. And so they're going to not feel the need to buy a kit. But again, they might purchase on BOGOs. And let's be honest, there's always, our goal is always to sell a kit and get people on LRP. Always, 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 always. However, people that are just never going to do that. They're only going to purchase during BOGOs, or they're only going to purchase, make and takes or whatever. So, those people matter too. Again, it's about educating and people finding value in the oils. So I will say, I did make and takes in the winter, and they were super fun. I will say the cool thing about make and takes is that people want to book classes from classes. So you can have one of those classes, and then you can book another make and take class for the summer. And again, you're getting in front of other people. So if you're really good at following up and taking care of people, then those people will eventually turn into customers. And so I think during the summer, again, we're looking at it through a different lens. It's a slower season. These are all ways for you to stay engaged without having to continue to be like, oh, I need 4 classes and nobody's coming and everybody's canceling and everyone's on vacation. You have to find ways to engage. Again, our goal is engagement in the summer, and make and takes is a great way of doing that. Okay, so I want to tell you just a little random thing about my life is, most of you guys don't know that I'm a blogger. I've been a blogger for 11 years. I've been a home decor blogger. And one of the things that was true about blogging in the summer is exactly true about doTERRA, is the fact that it's a lighter season. People aren't on their internet looking on Pinterest and blogs all day long during the summer. And so a lot of people took the summer off. They were just like, oh, I'm just going to like recycle content. And what I did in the summer is I worked really hard in the summer. Like I continue to push out new content and evergreen content that would, pay me for years to come, where people would search, things like that. And because of that, that is how I built my business. I built my business in the summer when everyone was sleeping, because I had the freedom and the time to do it. And I wanted to stay engaged. And I knew that if everyone was taking off, I had to do something different. And so I kind of want to encourage you to do the same thing. If you're looking around and all your other friends who are in network marketing are kind of snoozing and cruising for the summer, maybe, just maybe, it's a time to be more engaged, because you're more apt to, be able to get momentum happening if you're staying engaged, okay? And another thing Jenny has said before on these, and Nathan has said before, is that basically what you're doing now, you're going to reap the benefits of 90 days from now. So if you're sitting on your butt in June, July, and August, September, October, and November aren't going to be very pretty. Okay, so again, these are just tips on how you can stay engaged in the summer. I don't know what that looks like for you, but you can't go into the summer without not having a plan. And so that's my last and final point, is having a plan. So maybe some of these things resonated with you and you wrote some down. Great. If that's you, that's awesome. If that's not, and you want to do something different for the summer, that's totally fine too. I just want to make sure that you have a plan. Okay, plan out your summer, because if you fail to plan, then plan to fail. You've heard that before. So right now, at the end of May, you should be planning what you're going to be doing for June, July, and August, so that you can take a step back and take time off, because you already have a plan and you've already put things in place of what you're going to be doing for the summer. But again, you want to stay engaged some way, somehow. It might not be as strong. It might not be as many hours. But again, if you don't stay engaged, you're going to regress. Okay. And after you've worked so hard in the winter, you do not want to regress in the summer. So anyways, I hope that was helpful. If any of you guys have any ideas about, I know one of the things that people are like, how do you get work done with kids? You know, those kind of things. I'd love to hear any feedback that you have. We can go ahead and leave them in the comments and kind of have a dialogue about the summer and what your plans are. I'd love to hear them. So anyways, happy summer. I wish you all a engaged, prosperous doTERRA summer. But also balancing that out with lots of fun time with your family and lots of time in the sun. So signing off for now, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.